To put it really simply, think of it like this. The red brick. It's basically the Nokia 3310 of construction. Yeah, it's tough, it's a classic, everybody knows it, but let's be real, it's old technology. The AAC block, on the other hand, well, that's your smartphone. It's sleek, it's lightweight, it's packed with all these amazing features, and it just performs better in almost every single modern situation. And the result of that is just remarkable. A home built with AAC blocks can be 3 to 5 degrees Celsius cooler inside compared to the same house built with red bricks. Just think about what that does for your comfort, and more importantly, what that does for your air conditioning bill every single month. Who's the winner of the Great Wall War?
Hello everyone, welcome to ConnectNbuild. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Let's get started.
Hello and welcome! Today we are diving right into a major battle that's happening on pretty much every construction site out there. So in one corner, you've got the old champion, the one we've known for over 100 years, the classic red brick. And in the other corner, we have a new, modern, lightweight challenger, the AAC block. The big question is, which one should you actually be building your walls with? Well, let's find out. To put it really simply, think of it like this. The red brick. It's basically the Nokia 3310 of construction. Yeah, it's tough, it's a classic, everybody knows it, but let's be real, it's old technology. The AAC block, on the other hand, well, that's your smartphone. It's sleek, it's lightweight, it's packed with all these amazing features, and it just performs better in almost every single modern situation. So, first things first, let's properly meet our two contenders. Let's start with where they even come from. Red bricks are literally made by digging up fertile topsoil, yeah, the same good stuff we use for farming, and then burning it in kilns. AAC blocks, though, have a much greener story. They're actually made from fly ash, which is an industrial waste product. It gets cured with steam, creating millions of tiny little air bubbles inside. This is what makes them so incredibly lightweight and perfectly uniform, unlike the heavy, often uneven red bricks. All right, let the war begin. Round 1 is the weight test. And this is a really crucial factor with some huge hidden costs. So get this, the difference is absolutely staggering. A wall made from red bricks is roughly 3 times heavier than a wall of the exact same size made from AAC blocks. I mean, 3 times. That is a massive difference, and believe me, it has a serious domino effect on the entire rest of your building. I just love this analogy because it makes the whole concept of dead load crystal clear. Building with red bricks is like telling your building structure, hey, I need you to carry an elephant on your back. Forever. But building with AAC blocks, that's like asking it to carry a horse. It's still super strong, but the burden on the building's skeleton is just so much less. So why should you care? What does this mean for your wallet? Well, it's simple. Less weight means the columns and beams holding your whole building up don't have to work as hard. They don't need to be as thick or as strong. And that means you can cut down the amount of steel you need for your building's frame by 15 to 20%. That is a huge cost saving right from the get-go. Okay, moving on to round 2, the heat test. This one is all about how comfortable your home is going to be, and of course, how high your energy bills are going to get. I mean, this question really cuts to the chase, doesn't it? The material you pick for your walls can literally be the difference between a comfortable, cool home and a sweltering oven during those hot summer months. So the science behind this is actually pretty cool. A dense red brick basically acts like a heat battery. It soaks up the sun's heat all day long, and then, when the sun goes down, it radiates all that heat into your house. An AEC block, though, works like a thermos flask. Remember those millions of tiny air pockets? Well, air is a terrible conductor of heat, so they create this amazing insulating barrier that just keeps the outside heat outside. And the result of that is just remarkable. A home built with AAC blocks can be 3 to 5 degrees Celsius cooler inside compared to the same house built with red bricks. Just think about what that does for your comfort, and more importantly, what that does for your air conditioning bill every single month. On to our final round where we really get down to business, the speed and cost trace. How fast can you build, and what's the final bill gonna look like? The difference in speed here is it's just wild. Laying one single AAC block covers the same area as laying 7 or 8 red bricks. Plus, because red bricks aren't perfectly uniform, they need thick layers of cement mortar between them. AAC blocks, on the other hand, are factory cut and perfectly flat, so they just use a super thin 3mm chemical adhesive.
The result of all this? Your walls can go up 3 times faster. It's not even a competition.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Let's talk about the bottom line. If you look at the price tag, sure, a single AAC block costs more than a single brick. But that is not the whole story, not even close. When you factor in the massive savings on labor, because it's just so much faster, and the fact that you need way less mortar, the total cost for the finished wall, it actually ends up being 10 to 15% cheaper with AAC blocks. So, after 3 intense rounds, it is time for the final verdict. Who's the winner of the Great Wall War? Look, for most modern buildings, the kind with a concrete frame of columns and beams, AAC blocks are the clear, hands-down winner. Your home is cooler, which means lower AC bills. It's lighter, which means you save a ton of money on steel. It's faster to build, which saves you on labor. It's cheaper overall for the finished wall. And it's greener, since it's made from recycled waste. It's a win, 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 win. Now, with all that said, the red brick isn't completely useless. It definitely still has its place. If you're going for that very specific, rustic, exposed brick look, well, you obviously need to use real bricks. And they are still the default choice for old-school, traditional, load-bearing structures, the kind that don't have a modern column and beam frame. So, the next time you're thinking about building, just remember, modern problems often need modern solutions. Now that we've got our blocks sorted, what do we actually plaster them with? Well, join us for our next explainer, where we uncover the really surprising and, frankly, sometimes shocking truth about the sand that goes on your walls. You are not going to want to miss it.
Like, share, and subscribe to Connect and Build. I have already done. Did you guys subscribe?